It's day 5 of the Touch World Cup 2011 in Edinburgh. And here at Peppermill, the weather's picked up. It's the Women's Open Final. And Australia run onto the pitch. And they beat England 20 points to 0 in their semi-final. And that'll be a big confidence booster. But they'll need all the confidence they can get because they will be up against New Zealand. And they had a slightly more difficult semi-final in beating Singapore 14 points to 0. But this is going to be one very, very close final, and eagerly anticipated by the big crowd at Peppermill as the teams line up for the national anthem.
For New Zealand.
So let's hear it if you are supporting Australia. Well, let's hear you if you're supporting New Zealand. So it's Women's Open Cup Grand Final here on field number 1. Players and referees, 10 seconds.
Well, here we are into the World Cup final for the Women's Open division. Peter, how do you think they're going to go here?
I think it'll be a very close game. I think it's only going to be a touchdown or two between the two teams. New Zealand have been improving over the years, and I think they'll give the Australian girls a bit of a shake. On the other hand, you've got the Australian team that have never lost a game at World Cup level. So they'll have to be on their game today to get on top of the New Zealanders.
Yes, I understand they've only beaten them once before. So who would you see as the key players in the Australian side?
Well, the key players, I believe, on the Australian side are young Emily Cherry. She's very good, very quick. The captain, Louise Winchester, she's a very, very good player. And of course, the two youngies, which is Emily Cherry and also Alicia Quirk, they both come out of the under-20s. Very, very good players. They're the ones I think that'll shut up.
Well, there's a New Zealand score.
Touchdown for New Zealand. It was number 12, Tyler Nathan Wong.
Well, first score to New Zealand.
Yeah, that was very good. I thought the Australian medal just dropped a little bit too straight, and instead of dropping a little bit to her left, more to her left. So, yeah, very good. Very well done. The New Zealand girl that really set it up is a very, very good player. She I think, will set most of their plays up, what I've seen. That being Nyla Williams. She's very, very good. Along with number 12, Tyler Nathan Wong, the youngest girl in the team. She's a very, very good player. And also Rachel Stevenson, very experienced player, and will be out there to push the New Zealanders forward.
New Zealand coming off their line there, working to the box. It's a standard procedure, standard play for the New Zealand sides.
They do it very well.
It was a good go forward by the Australians there, but just to break down the last. A little bit of a standoff here.
Yes, they just taking their time. Composure is the big part of the game.
Yes, looking at the scores throughout the tournament, the World Cup, no team got close to either of these two, and they're the clear standout favourites. There's a reply.
Touchdown for Australia. This is a player announcement for the players involved in the rest of the world versus Europe game. Players from the rest of the world team, can you make your way to the left hand side of this major big grandstand, the left hand side next to the railway track, and the European players, can you go to pitch 7 please?
It was interesting there where there was what appeared to be an error in the half position, and New Zealand stood off, and the half just picked up and ran, which he was entitled to do.
Yeah, well, I thing I couldn't believe was they stood and watched instead of nominating, and same thing is when they got over the line, they just left a player unmarked, New Zealand did.
Good driving, good driving.
New Zealanders drive very well. They get the ball on the ground very quickly and get on with the next phase.
Wow, that's all too easy.
Touchdown for Australia.
Yes, the speed of Emily Cherry, she's very good, got great acceleration, knows how to hit a hole.
Yes, that's a wasted use of the ball there with a half getting caught and then poor discipline.
Poor discipline and very good defence by the New Zealanders. I thought that was very good defence.
Did you see what that was for? I missed the.
Yeah, it's over the mark.
Over the mark.
Over
was
the mark,
overstepped.
yes. Over the mark, it was, yeah, just the one step too many.
Yes, it's interesting. This game is one of the few sports worldwide where we have a team of 3 referees officiating in any one game. They must work as a team. Their interchanges have got to be done professionally, and they need to work together. Almost a full complement change by the New Zealanders there.
Yes, a lot of interchanging. It's a very quick game. The pace of the game is might be telling on some of the players. So the quick interchange is probably the best way for them to go. Go off, recover and get back on there. Yeah, very good touchdown by Alicia Quirk. The New Zealand link was just in too far and didn't have any help from a winger. If they're going to play a shutdown, she should have been in to stop the link. But very, very good play by Australia.
There's an intercept there by Australian right winger.
Young Jessie McCall, very good player. Young player coming up. First time at the World Cup. Father was played World Cup for Australia. Good defence by the Australian team. Very good line defence.
Yes, it was. A lot of pressure on each of the passes by New Zealand girls.
Mm.
Five minutes to go to half time. What's your impression at this stage?
I think New Zealand have to score next because the two touchdown buffers always good to go into half time, and Australia has to hold them out. But New Zealand if I was their coach, I'd be looking for a score before half time. Collision between the two players. Hopefully they're both okay. Australian girl limped back, Alicia Burke limped back. The New Zealand girl doesn't seem to have a bit of a leg injury there, I think.
Kiwis trying everything here. Lots of ball movement. It was a good effort there. They had Australia's defence moving them sideways. What you want to do on the scoreline. Oh, great inside ball. Great inside ball.
Touchdown New Zealand. Number 3. 13. Yes, we go.
Well, New Zealand seemed to deserve that. They were moving the ball significantly, attacking Australia on the scoreline, really working the defence. And they had several possessions there, and I think it was just a matter of time.
I think so too, and I think New Zealand coach, like I said before, I think he'd be happy that they got back to just the one difference before half time. The Australian middle dropped in that touchdown there, they just dropped too far to their left. They should have dropped a little bit straighter. And the New Zealand girl just came back at the same angle as the runner to score the touchdown. Very good touchdown.
With only a few seconds to go before half time, what's your impression of this first half?
I think it's very even at the present time. I think the second half is going to be, the way it goes, both teams are slowing down a little bit. And I just think that the second half is going to be telling.
Players and referees, 10 seconds!
Into the second half here of the Women's Open World Cup Grand Final, with Australia leading New Zealand 3 touchdowns to 2. Good defensive work by Emily Hopkin there, number 1 for Australia. She made 3 touches there. There's 4. New Zealand started off the second half very well.
Started off very well, moved the ball. They're not playing, usually they play very direct, and they're spreading the ball, they're shifting the ball from one side to the other, which is, they're playing a game that's a little bit unusual for New Zealand, but very good. They're excellent in attack. This second half is going to be who scores the next touchdown. I think will be probably the dominating team.
Great agility shown by Louise there. Great agility.
Just a bit of a late pass. A bit quicker, might have been a touchdown. Australia.
Yes, at this stage of the game, the completion rate is very, very important. Forward pass off the roll ball there.
Forward pass, yes. Put Australia under a bit of pressure. We're in the strike zone here, the hit zone.
Okay, this is a team announcement. Can the following rest of the world players please make their way to the left-hand corner of the ground here on field 1, the left-hand corner of this grandstand. From Niue, Tamara Hiswa. From Fiji, Benny. Benny from Fiji. From Peter Walters from New Zealand. Furuchi Katsushia from Japan, and Kosiki Taina from Niue. So all of those players, if you can make your way to the left-hand grand side of the grandstand here, or the main stand, as soon as possible, please.
It's part of the preliminary entertainment for the Men's Open Grand Final, which follows this match. There's to be a rest of the world invitational match against a European selection. That should provide some interest leading up to the Men's Open final.
Very good defence there by the Australians. Very good line defence.
Yes, it's a very interesting time of the game. Approaching halfway through a second half of a grand final. One team one behind. If they score next, it's an open ball game. If Australia scores next, of course, that gives them that 2-touchdown gap.
Always nice and handy, that 2-touchdown.
So those little mistakes can be very costly at this stage.
Very good touch there by Kirsty.
Second, I'm just down there.
For those who aren't aware, any touch that's made 5, 6 or even 7 metres out from the scoreline, the defending players must retire all the way to the scoreline. And that was a typical example there of New Zealand side getting back all but a metre or two. So they must get their feet back over, beyond or on the defending scoreline.
Touchdown for Australia. Taking the score to 4-2.
Yeah, the speed of Emily Cherry again. The Australians shifted the ball from one side to the other and they came back and the girl was just caught short. She was in a little bit too far and Emily just accelerated and she's got very good acceleration off the mark and just beaten for pace.
Good meters.
Very good.
Touchdown for Australia. Number 6, Christy Judd.
Very good touchdown by Australia. Great hands there. Initially started by Louise Winchester, who gave it on to Christy Judd, who then passed it on to Nicole Beck, who then gave a great ball out to Alicia Quirk to score in the corner. Very good hands.
Yes, that double pump by Nicole Beck, I think, was the key factor there.
Very good.
Emily Hopkin, number 1, just coming off for Australia, has been doing a heap of work, especially in defence.
New Zealand have to do something shortly, with only about 5 minutes to go. They need to be the next to score the next touchdown to put them back within 2 at least. Anyway, have to throw caution to the wind, I believe. Play a little bit more, not direct, more shifting the Australian players around.
Is that another score? No. Push.
Yeah, push the player away, New Zealand player away.
It's a great change of angle by Louise Winchester when she stepped off the right to bring the attack down the left side.
Christy Judd is directing play in the middle there. Very close there by Nicole Beck.
Just over 5 minutes to go. You'd have to think New Zealand would have to score next, and very quickly.
I think so, because they're being 3 touchdowns down with 5 minutes to go. That can be done. It has been done, but see, they got the all in front of them. They've got to be a bit more step up the pace and the speed of the game. I think is the big thing. Seem to be going at the one pace at the present time.
There's another possession that will help. 6 shots here. Australia are defending exceptionally well, aren't they?
They've got very good line defence. I think their communication between their middles and links and wingers is very, very good. Breaks down every now and again, but they're pretty good.
There it is.
Touchdown for New Zealand. Number 15, Megan Campbell.
It was good work by Nia Williams and middles and link play around New Zealand centre.
Yeah, very good. The link just came in too far and just couldn't recover. I think that was the dumper of the ball took them out, but that's part of the game. Which way to break when you dump the ball.
It's not good when you put the ball down your red zone.
Not good at all. Bit of pressure established by Australia under that situation. They're going up and they're shooting up on them to force the error, and which they did then. Very good try there by the New Zealand girl. Was very unlucky. The ball back inside was just a little bit too far away from her.
Christina Sui, great step, great run from half. Australia's in a position now where they only have to defend, but New Zealand, the pressure's on them. They've got 2 minutes now and they've got to score twice to at least go into a drop-off.
Australia keeps setting up the shooters to try and stop them, to force the error. Going very well.
They've got to push the passes, they've got to try. We're now inside the last minute. New Zealand will have to score off this set. Very good game by the Australians. They just showed their dominance in the women's touch in the world. As I said previously at the start of the game, they have yet to lose a game at World Cup level. They're a very, very good team. The blending of older players with the younger girls coming through, it's a very good team, very well coached by Kerry Norman. The New Zealand's, on the other hand, they've got something they can take away from this World Cup. There is a Trans-Tasman next year, and I just think if they just got to improve on that and ensure that they can come back and be a little bit closer, if you can, to Australia. 2 touchdowns is not too many to pick up. But very well done, very good game. See the Australian players being presented with their World Cup medals. There's Coach Kerry Norman, who during this tournament achieved 100 representations at World Cup level.
Well, we said it would be close. Australia won by 5-3. The team celebrate, and there's going to be some celebration in Edinburgh tonight after they lift the Women's Open Trophy. And their contribution helped Australia lift the World Cup at